Alright, so here you go, Strother. Sorry I didn't get this done earlier. So the article I chose was from Business Week, the week of September 22nd, 2008. The article was titled Philanthropy by Design. The article was speaking of Royal Philips Electronics Company located in Amsterdam. They're a large electronics manufacturer that focuses mainly on high-end media gear, home entertainment centers, and other nifty gadgets such as that. I guess it wouldn't be much different than Apple. But right now they are trying to move their company into more rural areas and take advantage of emerging markets such as Africa, India, stuff like that. Um, right now they are trying to produce durable, efficient products that meet the needs of these emerging markets and the people that are there. Stuff like lanterns, light bulbs, ovens that we're going to talk about in a little bit, things like that, while also adding to the quality of life. It doesn't hurt, though, that these actions are actually having a big effect on boosting the company's reputation for social responsibility and giving it a foothold in the new markets. The first product that we're going to actually talk about that they're working on was the chula. The chula is a traditional Indian wood burning oven, and it's not Indian in the sense of Native Americans as much as it is in India, as you probably already are assuming. But it's made of mud. It's usually just like one square box, and then it has a vent that comes out of the side, and then it goes up through the ceiling as like a chimney. The problem with it, though, is that it has very unruly flames and often burns the user's hands or feet while they're walking around or doing anything else in the house. And it also fills the small plaster homes that these people are living in with smoke. And because of this, many people are having problems such as cancer and other things like that. And the UN actually estimates that smoke inhalation from indoor wood stoves is killing about 1.6 million people per year. So Philips went ahead and designed a new chula. The new one is much more effective. It's a lot safer. They've been said that it doesn't burn the hands and feet of the user anymore. And they distributed it to 450 trial participants right now, and they're working on producing it in mass quantities so that everybody can buy it. In order to do that, they're taking advantage of the people in the area, not advantage in a bad sort of way, but advantage of having them in the area. They're using them to produce the product, which is actually helping them to also be able to buy the product after. So it's helping to better their lives in both giving them a better thing and allowing them to buy the product. Right now they're saying that most people are willing to pay about $20 for such a stove, but the actual price is going to be determined by the local market. Other results from the new stove are that it keeps the home cleaner and it's helping people breathe easier while also adding to the safety of the home. Further on, they're also creating what they call the Smile. The Smile is a sustainable model in lighting everywhere. Right now it's available in India and Africa, and it's going to be available in other places such as Asia and other developing countries. But it's a clean technology lantern that uses no kerosene and actually uses solar power. It's an LED light that's attached to a battery, and then the battery can be attached to a solar panel during the day, so you can set it outside and allow it to store its energy, and then bring it back in and use it throughout the night, carrying it around to wherever you need to, if you have to walk to get water, if you want to light your house, be outside and stuff like that without having to have smoke and carbon inside the house, or the chance of knocking over a kerosene lantern and burning everything down. The challenge that the companies are having right now, though, is bringing down the cost so that these people are able to buy it. Right now, these products aren't being marketed to people such as you and I, but more marketed to the marginalized in society, the people that are in need of these things. People living in small villages and huts inside of Africa and small little homes in India. Some of the people that they were marketing to were actually teachers in India. You would think that teachers actually make a decent amount of money, but apparently they still live in these little homes and they aren't being able to be paid much because of the companies or the countries that they're working in. So they've been said to have a hard time building these products to meet the needs with a durable build and also being cost effective. It's cost effective in terms of the company. The company is able to produce these and produce them in a way that will allow them to make profit, but right now the profit isn't what they're looking at in these countries. What they're trying to do is create products that are cheap enough for these people to buy but built well and allows them to better their way of life. Phillips says that they have managed to deliver the solution and crack the concept, but now they're having a hard time trying to figure out how to lower the costs. In terms of our Christian perspective and taking this into account, it's clear that they're taking in the marginalized and they're taking in the poor, just as Jesus had spoke about, especially when he started talking about the children, when he told the disciples not to hinder them in coming to him, but that if we take care of them, we're actually taking care of Jesus in a way. And it's also talking about the way that we should be caring about people in society as well. However, it's a difficult concept for him. If I was to be the CEO of Philips right now, I would continue to do R&D on these products, possibly even more products. Try to see if there is a cheaper material that we were able to use to be able to produce them so we can lower costs, explore other manufacturing techniques, see if there's a cheaper way that we can be doing that, if there's corners that we can cut without making any detrimental effects to the product itself. And I would continue work in these rural areas without a motive of profit, because we already know that the profit is going to be something that comes down the line after you have instilled a trust and a confidence in your product in these countries that haven't had access to things like electricity and clean air in their houses and stuff like that because of past inefficient products. So I think it's just a huge thing in terms of helping these poor and helping ourselves to be stepping out of the traditional mindset of a company is there to produce a product, but to do other things as well.